Hey, I just wanted to react to some of the TikToks that are coming out of the quote unquote child free movement. I find the movement as a whole bizarre, and some of these people are very strange. Not all of them, not even a majority, of course. And it goes without saying that everyone's free to do what they want with their lives. And children won't make everybody happy, nor is everybody going to be a good parent.
If you don't have kids once you hit 42, you're gonna be lonely as fuck. If I were you, I'd take a seat for this one because I'm about to say some shit you're really not gonna like.
Uh-oh, we got a sassy, independent woman.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're one of those people that had kids and then completely forgot that the outside world existed. You know, like friends, family, other people.
Oh no, how selfish of parents for prioritizing their children. Why is she so vitriolic?
I bet your friends rang you up and asked you to do things and you said things like, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't, I have the kids. And then you never offered an alternative and never rang them back.
Newsflash, children are difficult. How selfish of your friends for prioritizing their children instead of you, a whiny woman child. Most of the time, when you have kids, you're too exhausted to do anything. Going public places with children is stressful and a lot of work.
I bet you also said the phrase, you lose people when you have kids.
Well, yeah, you're too exhausted to go out and you won't see your friends for a long time. But true friends will wait for you. You have a bit more freedom after about a year of the baby's birth. And if your friends can't understand that, then you're probably better off without them. It sounds like the people you're talking about have dodged a bullet by alienating you.
Fact is, you could have done things with those people. You could have seen them with your kids. You could have invited them to your kid's birthday party, but you didn't because you thought they wouldn't enjoy it.
I don't know the full scope of her situation, so I can't really analyze this part. But you mature a lot when you have kids, and it sounds like you're a pretty immature person.
Fact is, kids grow and they get older and they go to university, they go to college, they get married and have kids of their own. And then if you've cut the entire world off, what are you going to do then?
This sounds like projection. It sounds like your friends are moving on to the next stage of their lives and leaving you behind. They'll make other friends with parents whose kids go to the same school. They'll talk to other parents while they're doing activities with their children. And if you raise your children well, they're not likely to abandon you. I have my own family and my own house, but I still spend enormous times with my parents.
I'm getting to that age now where a lot of my friends do have kids, and I have lost a couple of them because they cut me off thinking that I wouldn't want to be their friend anymore, and God knows I tried.
Yeah, it really sounds like you're more afraid of being alone than them.
I'm not going to have time to be lonely, but maybe you should have a deep think about whether or not you are.
This is absurd. They're cutting you off because they're too busy. I won't have time. What the hell? What are you doing that keeps you so busy? Are you partying 7 days a week? Traveling all the time? Is that tenable when you've aged? I used to feel bored sometimes before I had children. Now you just don't have time to be bored. And this is the typical naivety of people without children. They think they're busy or tired, but it's only after you have kids you realize the meaning of those words. You're making TikToks complaining about your friends abandoning you, and simultaneously you want us to believe you're super busy, not lonely, and don't have time for them. So why are you crying about it on TikTok? No one believes you.
The sterilization at this point in your life, you know, are you just like, there's no possible way this could ever change?
Like my friends or honestly just people in society ask me and they will say, really, like, you don't think that you'll change your mind? My response is usually, would you ask a parent that? So would you ask a parent, well, what if you change your mind about wanting kids and now you have 3 of them? You can't go back either. Like, kids are just as permanent. And in regards to that, I would...
This guy's reaction says it all. He's like, I guess that made sense. Wait, that's retarded. What an idiot. You have the ability to keep your options open. You could not have kids, and if you change your mind in a couple of years, you still have that option. It's not like a parent can just keep a gun in case they change their mind. It's 10 years. This person is too childish and ignorant to not realize that anything can change in 10 years. But the decision to have kids is a one-way street. The decision to not have kids is reversible, unless you make it irreversible for no reason like you did. What a complete idiot. If I could keep a time machine, in case I did regret having kids, I would keep it, even though I don't think I'll ever regret it.
If you are child-free by choice, I'm sure you have a lot of reasons for deciding not to have kids, but I want to know, what are your top 3 reasons for remaining child-free? I'll give you mine. Just give me a second here.
Let's just look at some of these. Shortened life expectancy. That's simply not true. Nothing will ever be the same. Fucking hell, this person is an idiot. Change is the only constant. If you haven't realized that, then grow up. Having kids is a big change, but nothing will be the same again, irregardless. Number 150. I get stressed out by small hassles and inconveniences. Okay, it does sound like you're not stable. Probably you shouldn't have kids. Kids get snotty noses. Oh yeah, that's a great reason not to have a kid. 139. I'm insanely busy with work. As the proverb goes, no one looks back on their deathbed and wishes they spent more time in the office. Seems like you have your priorities in line. 136. Kids grow out of clothes fast. Fair enough if money is an issue. That's a valid reason not to have children. 121. What if my child becomes a conspiracy theorist? What if she doesn't? 119. Women without children tend to be happier. Not true if you're financially secure and in good mental health. 116. I'll have to see my child being heartbroken. You'll also see them extremely happy, which outweighs the bad times. Again, grow up. 103. What if my kid gets kidnapped? What if they don't? This person is a paranoid freak. Anything can happen. What if you go outside and get hit by a car? Should you never leave your house? They might try to sleep in our bed at night, and it's already too full with us and the dogs. Okay, this is very revealing. You're a crazy dog lady.
Okay, just...
Number 47. What if my child got phishing links that lead to stolen identity? Wow, I actually didn't think about that when I was deciding to have a kid. Anyway, I'd love to go through every single one, but that'd take too long. And obviously some of these reasons are legitimate.
Listen, I have 3 kids of my own. First one was an accident. Second one was an accident. Third one was an accident. I love my children. I can't explain it, how I would literally die for them in a heartbeat. I didn't think I would ever love something so much. And I didn't even think I wanted to be a mom. And literally, I cannot imagine my life without them. But if you don't have kids, don't do it. Don't do it. I just got a notification on my phone that my bank account was overdrafted. So
3 kids that you can't afford by accident. Should you really be taking advice from the least responsible adult on the planet?
But okay, let's talk about why these men care so much about women not having kids that they decide to throw tantrums online about it. Is it because the pretty little patriarchal world that suited you so well is crumbling around you?
No, it's actually great for the patriarchy. All these weirdo feminist types aren't breeding, while the trad wives are spreading their ideology to the next generation.
You're delusional or have fun dying alone. And I was like, that is so telling for why a lot of men have children. It's so someone else will have to take care of them when they're older.
Dying alone and someone taking care of you when you're older are different things. Just being there for your parents and staying in contact with them is good for them. For older people, loneliness is twice as unhealthy as obesity. Chronic loneliness increases a person's odds of death in any given year by 26%.
I saw a statistic that said men that have daughters live longer, and I was like, yeah, we put the responsibility of caretaking on the women, and then we guilt trip daughters into taking care of their parents. That's basic math, bro.
But what this guy isn't telling you is that both mothers and fathers have a higher life expectancy. 2 years for men and 1.5 for women. And again, loneliness is very detrimental to old people's health. So I guess it's the loneliness that's helping their longevity, not that their kids are taking care of them.
Because I was with some friends the other day and they're all talking about their kids, how they love their kids. I'm the only one who doesn't have kids. I need to have kids. Then later on in the day, we were talking about what our dream day off would look like. And every single one of them do. They all go, grandparents take the kids for the day, and then I get to sleep in as late as I want. And then I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee and drink it in total peace, no interruptions. And then, I don't know, maybe go for brunch. And then I'm going to spend the afternoon at the beach, just laying out on the beach, no responsibility, no worries, just me and the sounds of the waves. And then I'll come home and just have a cozy night in, maybe order a pizza, watch a movie. And I was like, you guys are literally describing my life. Like, oh yeah, no, but kids. Like, no, like I literally do that exact day 3 or 4 times a week. Like, yeah, but we love our kids. You need to have kids still. Like, I'm living all of your guys' dream days. Why would I change that?
What this idiot doesn't understand is that they wouldn't want to do it every day. It's nice to get a break from raising children, as it's quite difficult. Ask them if they could do it over again and not have children so that they could live your lifestyle. And they would say no. The people in this child-free movement are honestly so naive and ignorant.